Hello everyone, we have Amrik here who cleared PMP very recently and he's so excited. And first of all, congratulations for his great success because
Thank you, Shreya.
having family with two kids around and staying in minus a 35-degree temperature. So what is minus 35-degree temperature? So let's okay. By the way, this is Amrik. You can look at the list of certificate with him: PMP, CSM, SCA, SPOC, SFC. Man, you did all the stuff.
Yeah,
Good,
yeah,
good,
I'm
good.
certified in, yeah, I have
Mhm.
these certifications with me. Yes, yeah, you're right.
That's interesting. By the way, these in this beautiful city. I was just googling and see where it is. Winnipeg is SSD. This is a place now. It's just full white. Is it right?
Yeah, yeah, it's like a winter peg. We jokingly say it's a winter peg. So
Oh,
it's
it's not
all
Winnipeg.
white.
It's Winnipeg. I
Yeah,
think I think it does look like this now. Totally snowed. Okay.
yeah, yeah, that is pretty much
Okay.
everywhere.
So
It's white.
okay, a lot of winter games will happen, right? That's how it will be.
Uh, yeah, yeah. So a lot of activities in the winter time, especially
Okay.
with the snow skating and stuff. Yeah, yeah.
Beautiful. It looks really beautiful. But again, as you said, sun has to come out.
Yeah, that is true. And
Okay.
luckily, it's one of the sunniest places in Canada. Even in
Oh.
the winter time, it has more days with sunshine as compared to rest of the places.
That's
Yeah,
interesting. So it's a
yeah.
minus 35. How long it will go? How far it will go? Beyond minus 35.
So it will stay like that for at least couple of months. So I will say like end of January, it will be around minus 30, minus 35.
Oh
And
man.
and there
Okay.
are few days. So just to be, a surprise for most of the folks. So for few days, it goes like minus 45, minus 50 also for few days. So
So I don't think you will have a refrigerator at home, do you?
yeah, we do have like a couple of them at home, but yeah, outside we can keep everything and just it will be fresh, like refrigerator only.
I used to make fun of some of my friends from Montreal. I asked them, man,
Yeah,
why do you guys have a refrigerator? Switch off that. Already you
yeah,
are the refrigerator.
yeah. That is true. That is very true.
Okay, with this all the effort, now it comes some PMP here. Even though
Yeah,
we make fun of minus 35, minus 40, it's not a human possible to live there. If how you
yeah,
guys, how somebody in India feel in a summer, the temperature of 100, 110, it's sweating and you can't stay and read. Same goes to cold weather. Some of us think cold is nice, but actually cold is killing.
yeah.
It's
It
killing.
can definitely kill. Yeah,
I have been in snow, but it's so tough there. So
yeah,
I appreciate Amrik for doing this. First of all, we'll see the certificate. And December 17th, he got this, which is a dedication. Fun part is he's after the exam, he can't even see his certificate because his job pulling him very tight.
yeah,
Now
yeah.
he
That
was
is
able
true.
to download the certificate after 5, 6 days.
Yeah.
That's how busy he is. Little talk about your job nature and where you are. Amrik. Then we'll talk about your path.
Yeah, so before like coming here to Canada about 6.5 years, I was part of Infosys. I was leading a team there,
Mhm.
and then I got opportunity to come here. So came in 2014 and got a first job in a wealth management company where I was basically working with the different stakeholders, kind of working through as a lead. And then also here also currently I'm working in Vavanesa Insurance. That's a insurance company in Canada. So I've
Oh,
been fortunate enough to lead a few of the initiatives here as well.
pretty interesting. So
Yeah.
you're leading a project in the sense of planning everything you will do. I mean, like what we learn in project management, kind of. Okay.
Yeah, so it will not be like all the flavors of it. It will be a
Hmm.
little bit here and there. Like it's not 100%
Hmm.
PMP methodology that we follow here,
Got you.
but definitely the knowledge is there,
Got
and all those different components are there. So
you. Right.
yeah, that is how the whole structure is there in the company.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Very good. So how this PMP thought came to you when it started?
So I was going through certain profiles back in 2018. That's
Uh,
when I thought that I should do a PMP because that will help me reach the next level in my career as well. And then
hmm.
also I was always interested in taking up the opportunities of leading larger groups and larger teams across the organization and stuff.
Hmm.
So that is how I was pulled towards it. And then one of my buddy, he was also interested in taking up the PMP,
Mm,
and so that's how we tagged team along on that initiative. So
mm,
I went to one of my managers at the time and I said, yeah, I want to do PMP, and they
mm,
were very supportive throughout.
mm,
So,
great.
but yeah, it took some time for me. I was preparing hard, but yeah. So this is like not easy. Like I had a first attempt which was not as successful,
Uh,
and then I came to the second one now. But the initiative, the difference was that definitely the coaching or the training that I got from you. So I would definitely say how to study, what to study, when to study, and how much. And the methodologies, the ways that you tell, like that is definitely a differentiator for
mm,
sure.
good to know. Good. The one thing I
Yeah,
know, some of them lost the exam and come to me, but many don't get that urge or hunger to go again. Once lost, $500 gone, and little bit the prestige problem is there, so they don't want to do it again.
yeah.
I see good thing from you is you took it as a challenge and came and started. Really, really, I appreciate that mindset of doing again. Okay,
Yep.
I'm happy that we're able to guide you. So now,
Thank you.
yeah, the last 1 week of exam, how things were for you, how it was getting to a shape.
So I was having a group study. So definitely the instruction that came from you, I was able to go through the YouTube video that you did, like the things that we should concentrate in the last week. So that was definitely a guiding factor for me to jump in and kind of start with those things. And then luckily I had two great folks who were from your coaching as
Mm,
well,
mm.
and so we tagged along, and definitely the inputs from them, and study long hours. So it was definitely more than 12 hours, I would say, for many days for me.
Oh
So,
man.
so I'll be
Okay.
honest, like yeah, so that's what my last few days were like. It was very, very long hours,
Okay,
and
okay.
because I
Great.
wanted to revise, redo the stuff, and kind of learn from that, and don't forget anything in the exam. So
Seriously, not easy, not
yeah.
easy. But by the way, how family was supporting you? If you're going to sit 12 hours on the books.
So definitely, I would say my family had to sacrifice some time because I was not able to spend the time with the family, with the kids,
Mm,
and I have two kids, so it was not easy.
yeah,
But in the end, they were kind of happy and they supported me throughout. So, so that
great.
is something that, yeah. So that is what I'm thankful to them also after
Yeah,
making it happen. Yeah,
that's interesting, pretty interesting.
yeah.
Super. And when you went to exam, by the way, is it a proctor or it is a center-based exam? How you did
So for so for me, like you said, it's minus 35. So people
it?
go out and they freeze. Well, not really. That doesn't
True.
happen. But mine was at home only. Luckily, in here the light or doesn't go off that much. So
Mm,
I was confident that I should be fine. And I
mm,
did have some issues with the Wi-Fi here and there, but
mm.
luckily there was none on that day. So
It's your day.
yeah.
Mm, very good, very good. So, how is it with the questions? Do you felt the bouncers? Do you felt fine? By the way,
So
tell me, sorry to interrupt there. The first time when you took, when this happened the first time?
so I did it in November 2019 last year. So that
Last year.
was
That
yeah,
should be center-based by the time.
yeah,
Or,
yeah. So that was center based at the
yeah,
time.
online was not there, I believe, that time.
No, no, I think it is this year only they started, I
March
guess.
only they opened it.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
November means you went to center. Also, there weren't any break, official break.
yeah. There was no official break as such, but
Yeah,
now I got it. Yeah.
yeah, good, good, good. Yeah, please talk about how it was proctor based.
So Proctor based. Um, so I started basically half an hour before, and then
Mm,
they asked me to take a picture. So I used my phone, and I took picture of the room, and I provided my ID photocopy also, like photo of the ID.
okay.
And so once the proctor was able to join around like 10 minutes before the exam, so
Mm,
that's when my actual exam was started. And when I started the exam, it was definitely so for me. The case is I have to start slowly. I don't know what happens with my speed initially, so I go very slow. That
uh,
is my natural tendency. But so up to 90th question, I used like 130 or 125 minutes already. So
1:35. It's almost 2 hour 10 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, so I spent on 90 questions. So I was like that slow. So that is a problem with me throughout. I've done PMP podcast. That is what first 100 questions were very slow for me.
Okay.
And then I thought, okay, let's take a break.
Hmm.
And once I took a break, I came back. And then somehow for the second part, it was pretty fast for me.
Speed
And
started.
that's, yeah,
You found a Sheva within you. Until then, you were playing like Rahul Dravid, different. You,
yeah. I was playing defensive, very much defensive only. That I
okay.
was trying to understand the complexity of the questions. So
Yeah.
definitely, it's one level above what we had in prepcast. So it's
And
not
the language
something
will
that
be
is not the
higher.
same level.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
language will be high.
yeah. Language will be high, and the scenarios are definitely not the same. I
Uh,
would say it's almost like it will not be similar. I would say it's definitely a level above. So that is what happened with me also. But once I came back, I kind of get used to the language, and then I picked up the speed. So
mm,
so I was able to finish on time, and I was able to review few of the questions, not all of them, but
uh,
I had little time with that. I was able to review few of them
uh-huh.
in the end.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So you started feeling confident. I'm good with this time. The exam this will be closed. You got a feel of it when you come to around 150 question.
Yeah. So around 150 question, I was already 5 minutes behind. So that's how my the speed was. I was still picking it up,
Okay.
but after that it was pretty quick. After that it was a 1 minute question or 1 minute read or even less than that for me.
So when you completed all 200,
Yeah.
no,
Uh, s-
when you came to
s-
200 questions,
so it was about I think 5 minutes left before the exam.
very close.
I'll not suggest anyone to basically go that slow. So I definitely want people to
But
not
Amrik, I feel
my
that
speed.
is fine, right? What's the
Mm.
purpose of saving time? What are you going to do? When you do a question properly, I don't think you have to do a review and all. Go ahead, do it properly and clear the exam. That's it.
Yeah.
There
That is
is,
what I did.
yeah,
Yes.
there is no point in saving something.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. So how was your heartbeat when you want to click the last button?
So when I clicked on it, I was lost actually. I was lost in the thought of will it be, sorry, we are sorry, or it will be congratulations. And it took like 3 4 seconds and it was processing and all. And then I saw congratulations. And then I couldn't believe it. I said, okay, what is here? Like, what is written here? And then I reread it. And that's when I saw congratulations. I was happy after that.
I'm sure you shouted loud after the exam. Yes, I did it.
Yeah. But the only thing I was not sure is like Proctor says, don't make any noise. So I was very calm, composed.
Two things happens in PMP exam. The result they will write in a small line. You won't feel the joy seeing that. It will be only one line there. And second thing, you can't shout loud because proctor is watching you.
Yeah, that is true.
So you have to keep quiet. And only after coming out of the room, you have to start shouting, "Yeah, I did it."
Yeah, yeah. That is what I did as well. So my wife was waiting outside. My kids were there,
Wow.
and yeah, I stepped outside, and then they asked and looked at my face, and I was not giving happy
Expression.
expressions at the time. I was neutral.
Yeah, okay.
And then I finally told them, yeah, I cleared it, and then they were really happy. They were like hugging, and kids
Right.
were happy as well.
Exactly. See, they are not happy that you cleared. They're happy that hereafter you won't lock the room and sit with the book. You,
Yeah.
you will spend time with
Yeah, that is true. My wife told me that actually. She told me enough of your book. Now, we can't see you like that for very long. Get it done.
So I know your parents are with you there. Your parents would have commented, right? You never read like this in college days.
Yeah, that is true. So the only time I remember being close to like this reading is when I did my training at Infosys. So
Uh,
in my Mysore days, when I was in Mysore training days, then we used to do like 10 hours, 15 hours, or more than that.
okay.
But yeah, that is the only time I remember when I studied too much.
That's great. That's great. Super, Rick. Any do's and don'ts if you want to give to people who is preparing?
So yeah, so I definitely want them to know that listen to whatever you say, exact word to word. and do those things. If you say that read the first 68 pages, that's what I did. So
Okay.
read those pages. And if you say vocabulary, go through it, glossary, go through it, please go through it, do 2 to 3 times revision. And even before the exam, also do a couple of times revision. Then only you will remember. If you do one time and you think that you are a rock star and you'll remember everything, that's not going to happen. So, so please reread. And the other thing that I'll say is, other thing that I helped was the tools and techniques. So you
Mm,
should know where what tool and technique is being used,
mm,
and just go through it, be thorough with that. So
mm,
that's one of the tips that definitely helped me as well.
mm, mm,
And then always understand how much time you're spending on the exam, so that
mm,
you're never behind or you're not able to finish off in the end. So
mm.
do more practice. So prepcast is very good.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Well said. Well said. Yeah, more practice needed, more repetition of reading is needed. Well said.
Yeah.
Well said. Fantastic. Great. Any special food habits you followed?
So the good habit that I followed was definitely, lock myself in the room and study. So that was like a good habit. And then whatever you said, be consistent with whatever I do, and be sincere,
Mm,
and give it your heart and soul. So that is something that everyone should do who aspire to be a PMP or
great.
similar examination. Yeah.
Correct. So the four-letter word starts coming inside.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love what you do.
Yeah. Love what you do. Yeah. That is true.
Perfect. Great. Superb, Amrik. So what's the time there now? Should be 9 p.m., 9:30?
Yeah. It is 9:04. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, fine. It's a morning 8:30 in India. In Bangalore, we are feeling little chillness. After you said you're minus 35, I can't call this as cold. I have to tell little chill there.
Yeah.
But again, the Bangalore weather and Delhi weather, it's good to sleep well.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
winter.
that is true. It's kind of okay as compared to here. But the good thing here is the temperature inside is remaining the same only. The
Ah,
only time is we go outside, that's when we feel it. Or
ah,
when we go to the car, we sit in the car, that till that time we feel the cold, but after that it is okay only.
yeah, you have the
And
warmer running all the time.
yeah, yeah. And then inside heat is there. In the car there is heat. So
Yeah,
there is always heat in the shopping area where we go.
yeah.
So it's not like too bad. But yeah, every place has its own challenges, I will say.
True, true, true. No, power supply should be all the time for you.
Yeah, yeah. Power supply is good, reliable.
Reliable, because yeah, warmer should keep running there.
Yeah, yeah, that is true.
I can't think, man. Minus 35 is pretty
That's a
cold.
lot. Yeah, it is pretty cold.
I remember one was a transit flight in Newark to some place. It was minus 3 or minus 4. By the time I was standing in the airport, transit flight area. It's open
Hmm.
space. I just stood there for only 5 or 10 minutes only. I started feeling my hands are getting frozen. I
Yeah,
couldn't, I couldn't hold it for a while. It was
yeah,
freezing.
yeah.
One problem is many people are wearing jerkin. I was just went to one t-shirt thinking a rock star. Then I realized, no, no, in cold weather you can't be rock star.
Yeah, yeah. We have to layer up basically. As much layer you can put, that is good.
Seriously, seriously. I felt that day. My God, you may be a bodybuilder, but you can't survive here. You
Yeah,
have
that is true. That is very true.
seriously pretty cold there. So
Yeah.
that's the way I feel. Cold means I feel scared. Oh my God.
For all Indians, I think, yeah, for all of us, we are scared of cold for sure.
Even the Canadians who are born brought up there, they means minus 30 is pretty cold, man.
Hmm.
It's pretty
Yeah,
cold.
even that's when even they layer up a lot. Like they take precautions and everything. They take
Exactly.
care of it. Yeah,
It's pretty extreme temperature.
yeah,
Great. I'm so happy that you took such an effort to come forward and give interview today and makes everything clear. Guys, focus on reading the glossary, keywords, right? Focus on exam questions, preparation, follow the steps. These are very important. So
yeah.
I also hear the words from you like consistency and discipline. Thanks for showing that. Fantastic, Amrik. Thanks a lot for coming up here and giving your valuable time. Let's have a good success on your path. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, Ram, and I really, thank you for helping me out and giving me tools that I can use and get my PMP. So thanks a lot, and I will always say, like, people should come to a mentor like you, and that's that's the way to do it. There is no other way. We can be successful and learn also. I learned a lot, so whatever I learned, that is what I applied.
Great.
So yeah, so I wish everyone a good luck with the exam.
Thank you. Keep rocking. All the best. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you, Shriram. Thank you. Bye.